Hi everyone, welcome to Watu. This is a bi-weekly production where we discuss social justice, religion, humanity and culture. Watu is a Swahili proverb that means a person is people. The proverb was used in Africa to remind people the importance of teamwork, because individually we're weak, but together we're strong. Welcome. Thank you everyone, and welcome to Watu. Thank you everyone, and welcome to Watu again. And so today, we want to talk about beauty standards. This is a really, I'll say catchy or sticky or type of controversial topic. Maybe not controversial, because some of this stuff are real, like things that we deal with every single day. Women and men deal with these things that are superficial things, rules and laws that society has put on people, right? So we want to talk about this and just break it down and see what we can teach you people, and we can also learn from it. So I will just go right into it by asking a bunch of questions and just going to step and trying to understand what is this thing, beauty standard. Can somebody maybe give us an explanation what it is?
Well, did you have a disclaimer first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So a disclaimer. So everyone has their own type of beauty standards in different countries, different continents, so and so. So we're not saying that those beauty standards are bad or judging it or like saying that it's wrong, because I know that everyone has their own type of beauty standards that they've grew up with since they've been like their generation to generation. So we're not saying that it's bad or anything like that, but we're just pointing out some effects, some really negative effects, some really good effects about it, about some beauty standards that affect men and women. So so that's just a disclaimer there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I have Amanda here, and I have Christina, and I have Maria. Hello. So what is beauty standards?
Christina, take it away.
Just give us a definition, or maybe so we understand what we're talking about.
Google.
So Google says beauty standards are the individual qualifications that women are expected to meet in order to embody the feminine beauty ideal.
Yeah.
In order to be, to look good professionally or personally.
And I think they should have had just made it general instead of like specifying women.
That's why I said women. It said women are supposed to, but I mean...
Because men deal with this stuff too.
So note to Google, change your definition.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
So much.
So how does beauty standards affect society?
Okay. So in regards to what Google was saying, so the what women are told to be is they're supposed to be like supermodels, thin with a slim waist and curves, and then men, according to society standards, men are supposed to be at least 6 feet tall with broad shoulders and a six-pack. So there's black and white message with little room for like gray areas. So that's basically it.
And I'd say that's definitely like an American thing too. Like other cultures might have a different interpretation of what, but we say even like tall, dark, and handsome. We say those things.
Yeah. That if you're a guy, you have to be muscular and, tough.
6 feet.
Drive a truck.
Drive a truck. That is a Tesla.
Yeah.
But yes,
Tesla truck.
Tesla.
You have to drive a truck to be a man or something, to be manly.
I don't know if that's beauty
or whatever it is, Yeah, so society has a lot of rules. Like, I guess we as humans have made them. Like, people have made those rules.
Yeah.
Then they've changed over time too.
Yeah.
Like I remember it used to be you had to be really skinny Like we could see your bones skinny. That's what was considered beautiful. But nowadays, if you look at it, they've kept the slim waist. Like you gotta have a small waist, but you gotta be a lot more curvy.
Yeah. That's weird. Because it never used to be like, you have to be like this little skinny.
And who knows, that might change throughout years.
Yeah,
again,
maybe then they might say you can be.
But that was mostly for Americans. Because in Africa, that's not a thing.
Us. No.
That's not a... But I guess it's changing now. But still, most people prefer curvy and, like stocky. People women that are, built, people that have like have some meat on their bone, something like that.
I feel like America has changed.
Yeah. But America is changing slowly.
We flip-flopped. Africa used to be like, you had to be thick.
Yeah.
Waistline, you had to, because that showed that you're
healthy,
taken care of. But in America back then, you had to be really skinny, and that was like considered the beauty. But now it's flip-flops. Now Africa is like, you have to be skinny. And America is like, no, you can add a little waist. You could be a little thicker.
Because even some relatives of ours that came to America, they looked, I don't know, Christina did receive this, but like, for me, they looked at me and they were like, oh, you're too... I'm going to say curvy, okay? But they use another word that I don't like to use. But they were telling me, oh, you're too curvy, you should eat less, you should exercise more, blah, 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 blah. I did not listen to it. But, they've developed this mindset that they need to be skinny, they need to stay skinny. Even our uncle, he used to be like he was a lot bigger back in Africa, but then he started to lose weight and then he became skinny, and that's the image that he's going for. He doesn't like to eat too much, but it just like those type of things. And Africa didn't used to be like that, but it's crazy how now it's like everybody's working to become skinny. They just want to become skinny, and that's not how it was before.
And even like in commercials and advertisements, like they're still not using curvy women. They're using like skinny people to like, advertise like, beauty products. Like, what do you call that? Victoria something? Victoria's Secret.
Yeah. Christina hates going there.
Don't like Victoria's Secret.
Like all the advertisement, all the products, you will never see just a normal curvy woman on it. They would just see all these little sticky, skinny girls,
Yeah. But you, like Christina was saying, like how like the beauty standard has flip-flopped, but now I'm seeing in a lot of commercials there's a lot more curvy women. There's a lot more,
there's a whole line,
so
thing.
It's like I said, that's the new image that they're trying to go for. That's the new thing that America's trying to go for, I should say, because a lot of commercial now you just see curvy women. So
but still, like plus size women are not considered beautiful.
No, just some.
So some people think that that's still obese and all this kind of
mainstream media.
Mainstream media. So society has created that one, and media and social media has just take it to the next level.
To the next level, pretty much.
So you mentioned you've seen a change in the women. Are you seeing a change in the men in commercials?
Oh my God! You have to be an alien. Because you have to these guys are like really tall and their skin is too perfect. They have to have abs.
Most of the commercials that I've seen is these guys who are like so tall, very much built. You can tell that they go to the gym almost every day, and they're just like chiseled. They have like these chiseled features, like very nice jawline, blue eyes. Like it's just they look very much unrealistic. Like you're not gonna go out there in the street and just find this guy out of nowhere. No, like they're just really very much unrealistic. Like perfume commercials and stuff like that. J'adore Dior, all that stuff. It's just really unrealistic guys.
And I feel like the society has become a lot more acceptance of thicker women rather than thicker men. That's not a thing. Men cannot be, thick.
And I feel like older men were more allowed before. And now I see more and more younger men in commercials.
Yes. Yeah.
If you think about like famous actors and stuff like that.
That's true. Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah, so the next question, we talked a little bit already, but are all these beauty standards realistic? You guys just talked about some men that don't seem realistic, like this, like they create them or something. You know?
Well, magazines do. Like I've seen things where they actually Photoshop
to make them look that way, right?
Yeah. There was a show that I was watching. I don't know. I think you know about it. It's called Ugly Betty. I was seeing so I was watching it, and then there was this episode where this girl comes in. It was like a magazine publishing place that this girl was working at. So there was this girl who was like a musician or something like that, and she was taking pictures for her like new album or something. And so they literally photoshopped this girl. This girl like kind of looked like me. She had she had curves on her, but the pictures that she took, they were not realistic to the magazine that she was, the magazine publishing place that she worked at. So they took the photos that she took and literally shrunk her to basically nothing. She became so thin, and then she was trying to let them know that this is not what she's trying to go for. She's trying to go for a more natural look, but they were telling her, but this is the realistic option. This is what sells. This is what is gonna get her music to be sold out a lot more. So she just had to accept it.
Yeah.
When did we as a society think that's okay? Like, why do we buy into those things to where these companies think, you know what, this is what's going to go out there even more. This is what we need to push out instead of the more natural look and the more natural body figure. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It is.
So what are the benefits of all these standards? Like, what does that really benefit people with?
I don't know if there's much of a benefit, but we do know that beauty obviously matters to us as a society because we've changed and shifted it for so much. But and I feel like it, drives society forward. We've come up with a lot of different things because of beauty. There's like skincare. There's ways that we can take care of ourselves. So like, it's pushed a lot of us to take care of ourselves. Yeah, it leads to a lot of other like issues personally, but it's pushed us to take care of ourselves. And nowadays, there's a lot more push of like seeing like who you are, who you truly are, instead of like what media thinks that you should be. And more people are driven to actually mentally take care of themselves before driving and seeing all that ideal beauty size and things on in media. So I mean, I guess that's sort of a benefit, and beauty is beautiful. I mean, it makes us who we are.
Do you think like this beauty products like soaps and stuff plays a role also? Like, do you think they have like an intention when they make some of these products?
I feel like some products do. Like, what is that? I don't want to bash the product, but it's like, those products that are saying that if you put this under your eye, the wrinkle is going to go away or make you feel younger or more beautiful. I feel like that's just malarkey, honestly, because we all gonna age. You're not gonna stay young for the rest of your life. I mean, I feel like a lot of people in like, like I feel like more. Like, let's say Africans, like we just accept aging. We're gonna get old. That's it. That's all. Like, we don't need a product to stay young. We know that we're just gonna get old. Let that be that. But all these creams that are coming out, they're saying that if you put this under your eyes, it's gonna take out all the bagginess or all the wrinkles and stuff like that. It's gonna make you feel more youthful and more younger. I feel like that's just BS. Honestly, there's no product that's gonna make you feel younger or anything like that. So
I feel like if we didn't have so much promotion on what we can do to change ourselves, that's why I feel like, oh my God, you have to really know yourself and accept like how you were created, because if you don't, then you'll feel the need to change it. If you really look at the different things that are being sold, or like the image that's being pushed out, what does it all say? It all says that you need to change. That you need to change. Whether it's like those creams that you're talking about, you need to change so that you don't get old. Plastic surgery. You need to change your body because it doesn't look like how it's supposed to.
Right.
But if we had a different mindset in society on being who we are, would we really need those products? Would we really spend and invest our money, our time, and our energy in those products if we knew ourselves that we didn't need it?
Right.
Yeah. So some women even like shoot. They call Botox. Botox. Or Botox. Botox. No.
Botox.
No Botox.
Botox in your buttocks.
Yeah, they do
Botox in your buttocks.
Yeah, that's the tongue twister right there.
Like some people I've seen, like people sometimes like they overdo and their lips look so weird. Like that's not a real lip. It looks so weird.
That's an interesting thing because growing up I used to be so like insecure about my big lips.
And then you come here,
but now you see people are getting injection to get their lips to be bigger.
I'm like, oh my god,
thank you Lord, natural.
I thought this was wrong.
Yeah, so it's
women shooting like silicone in their butt to make it bigger.
Yeah, that's a whole plastic surgery aspect. Or now there's this guy that he's called like that living Ken doll, I guess, and he's proud of it, and kudos to him because he's doing something that he's wanting to. But he basically has spent millions of dollars and so much on plastic surgery to look like the ideal male standard of everything. So he basically wanted to look like a Ken doll. So he basically got like surgery to get abs. He has like his shoulders like
bigger, better, whatever.
Spend so much money just to look like a certain way. Yeah,
that's sad.
He's such an artist, though.
He
created an artistic mindset. To sculpt out what you want and then have the surgeon be like, do this.
Yeah, but imagine you're shooting all those, foreign things in your body. How long you're gonna live?
Yeah. It's true. It's true, but like if you look at it, that's his own. That's his own beauty image. Like that's what he feels like he needs to look like to be beautiful and to be considered beautiful. So that's his own.
You
way.
make it. You make yourself that way.
Yeah. Like Christina was saying, changing yourself to become this ideal type.
Yeah, but what you were saying, like about your lips. So maybe if you don't feel like you fit the beauty standard, just wait a few years.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, see if they change it. Yeah, they were bashing thicker women, and now look, thicker women are the thing.
Yeah,
nobody wants to be too skinny.
Who decides this? Like,
and then that's a good question. Yeah,
some company with a lot of money.
Who wants a lot of money?
They push it.
Yeah.
And we all think that's how it's supposed to be.
Well, they're bringing like diversity into advertising now, finally, and and also diversity in like body sizes.
Did you see the diverse Band-Aids?
No. At Walmart.
Yeah.
Now there's a different color of Band-Aids now.
You can have a skin tone Band-Aid.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just
Not
like
just
this.
for white
But
people
that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
It shows we have a problem.
Now that's time to do it. When I was in Africa, I used to wonder why do they always make soap white? Like soap.
Oh,
like it was very difficult to find a soap that's different, like colored soaps. Now you can. Now you can even find a black soap.
Yeah, there's black soap.
Yeah, I always wondered.
What we used to
African
have
black
back home.
soap.
Yeah. Soaps in Africa, they're black.
Now, back then
There used to be like a pink one.
Yeah, there's a pink one that Dettol.
Smell like strawberry.
Yeah.
That's the one that grandma used.
Yeah.
Dettol.
So what are the negative effects of all these standards
Jesus.
that we've created for ourselves
Let's do that.
as society?
Well,
I think when we talk about society, not everybody is into these things. Like not everybody is into these standards.
no.
So there's I don't know if we should even call society. We should just call
Like a cultural
a
norm.
culture norm or something. Some culture that has created these standards.
Yeah, that's the cultural norm. Yeah.
Because there's other people that don't really believe in this stuff. Yeah.
But
What is the negative effect of it?
the negative effects, I feel like now no one is is like no one really knows or wants to be who they are. We all look to other things like images and all this other things that are pushed out there to define who we are and to like help us fit in into society. So that I feel like then we have that push to change ourselves with plastic surgery or using different products on our bodies that probably weren't meant to be used on our bodies. And men and women are now growing up. Society is now growing up with like so many issues, like self-esteem issues. There's a higher like depression, excessive dieting, all these dieting stuff that are out there, and lots and lots of eating disorders.
Yeah,
there are a lot of negative things when you come to beauty standards.
And I think this is really bad because it's even affecting kids and teenagers.
Yeah,
that at school they think that this is like they have to look certain ways. Kids don't eat. Some people eat and then go, and then shove their so they don't, so they can look a certain way, because that's what every girl in school wants.
But I wonder if it goes like way back. Like if you think about like even in school when you learn about same and different, like different always had like a negative connotation,
right? Yeah,
like you never wanted to be different.
Be different, yeah.
So then I think this is why we follow these beauty standards that the culture claims, because we don't want to be different. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I've always told the girls like beauty is in the differences. I've said that for so many years, and now I don't even have to complete the sentence. They complete it for me. Mm-hmm. But I remember when Sammy went to kindergarten, she came home one day crying because this girl had the same hair as her. So therefore, she didn't feel like she was beautiful anymore because somebody was the same.
Mm. Oh. I see.
So it's very deep. Like the same versus different versus,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. I never saw that one.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a huge health negativity with the disease standard for a lot of, especially for children. Because now kids can have access to internet and they can see all this stuff, and then they think that's how they're supposed to be or to look like.
But they're supposed to be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's a huge negativity with the standard that people have created. Mm-hmm. So why is it wrong for media? Why is it wrong for media to promote beauty standards? Or is the government should do something about this or no?
What? The government?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're a capitalist society, so
we
media
just
make
promotes
capitalism.
Whatever they want.
We make money.
It's all about money.
Yeah, promoting those type of beauty standards, it creates, it makes money. So there's no way of them changing that. But it's up to us to change our mindset on how we look at certain beauty standards. Mm-hmm. So even though you see all these commercials with skinny women on your television or in your magazine or in any type of social media, and you might not look like that, you shouldn't strive to look like that. You should strive to be your own type of beauty that you want to achieve, and not what the world is trying to make you achieve.
When if you are a stick, and you wish you were curvy, like those are the words we use, right? Yeah. Like stick and fat and thick and like all these words. I mean, there are a few people out there who are happy with their body image, but I feel like there's always something to change. There's always something to be better at.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the ideal body image?
There's not. That's what we were just talking about. I mean, society has made us think that we need to be thin. We need to be more curvy. Like it changes over time. There's not. Don't know. There is.
So all these people that think that they're the ideal woman or the ideal man, like the guys we were talking about, that they make and change and stuff to make them look perfect.
Those are aliens. There's not an ideal beauty.
Oh man! Yeah.
Even though you might think that you're the ideal type of a beauty standard,
you're gonna go somewhere else and they're gonna teach you that you're not.
Yeah.
So
you leave this culture or wait a minute and this culture changes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you're no longer that.
Yeah.
So why don't you just be yourself?
I think the ideal body image is a healthy image for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, because there's some places in Africa that before a woman was married, Even now, they like keep them in a room and fatten them.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with eating.
Feed them.
But
so they can gain weight.
Yeah. Just rest.
And that was beauty.
Yeah.
That was beauty.
see?
Yeah. Or you had to be fattened up for your wedding day.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Here in America,
You have
you
to
have
be
to lose
skinny.
weight.
You have to lose weight in order to
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I remember the first time going to Africa and how many people commented on my weight and my hips and my everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So what do you tell a girl that has some issues with body image
Yeah.
because of all this?
From my perspective and from my my own experience, I would tell, if I would have to go, if I had a chance to go back in time and talk to my younger self, I would tell them to like love themselves, and that these beauty standards that people are trying to make you be or trying to make you attain, it's not realistic. It's not going to last, because things are always going to change, and you should just love yourself no matter what. You shouldn't listen to the words of other people. You shouldn't listen to the media and all these other negativity that people try to throw your way. That you should just love being who you are, and you should just love yourself the way you are. And if you feel like you need to change anything, just make sure that you're doing it for yourself and not for anybody else. So
yeah, I'll tell the guys that just if you have issues, then do something about it. Go exercise or something, but don't put like silicone in your belly to have abs, or in your, what do you call this? Biceps to have like bigger biceps, but it's all fake stuff. You know, just be you, man. Be yourself. Just it's more peaceful and freedom. That's what freedom is to me. When you just accept who you are and be free. Be free to be yourself. Yeah. So, yeah. So, but there's a lot of girls out there that have their issues, and even guys that are dealing with the body image issues. So
there's a lot.
My legs look like this. I wish my legs would be like the other girl. My legs are flat. Yeah. Right?
That's true. It's true. Yeah. Yeah.
I wish I can lose this, beer gut. And people just like depressed about it. There's some people that don't even leave their homes because they're scared somebody might be looking at them. Which is just so sad.
I don't know maybe if it's an age thing, but I'm getting to the point where I don't think that anybody's looking at me. I feel like everybody's so worried about everybody else looking at them, they're not looking at anybody else.
Yeah.
So like, I need to stop stressing about people judging me because they're too busy judging themselves.
Yeah. That's true.
I don't know, maybe it's just, I don't know.
Something that I learned when we were doing the Look in the Mirror project.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So something that I learned, and I was because I wanted to base it off of getting to know God a lot more, and so I was using scripture a lot, especially when I was doing the whole mirror project. And what stuck a lot was being beautifully and wonderfully made, and the fact that God is my creator and He doesn't make mistakes. So if I look at myself and I'm like, God, you made this as a mistake, I'm going against like the person that I believe in, or the creator that I believe in.
Yeah.
And me wanting to change myself, I feel would not in a healthy way, not wanting to change myself in a healthy, because sometimes we do need to change our mindset and how we think, or change our bodies, because the way it isn't healthy. So I feel like the ideal is being healthy and feeling healthy and feeling like you love yourself, not changing because someone else looks a certain way or someone else wants you to look a certain way or something like that. But I felt like if I looked at myself and I was like, this needs to change, and it was because of someone else, or it was because of something that I saw, or something that I feel like I need to be that way, I would ask myself, do I really want to spit in my creator's face and tell him that he did something wrong with creating me?
Yeah.
So because that's what most of these products or these things do, is you're changing yourself. You're changing the way you were created, because of someone else, or because of what society thinks is correct, or what your culture thinks is correct. It's no longer be healthy and just live well.
Yeah.
It's change your body, put chemicals in it, or do something so that you can look like everybody else.
Imagine everybody looks the same.
Yeah. That would be very boring. Yeah. I would not want to live in that.
You walk outside and somebody looks like you.
Yeah.
Like that was so crazy.
Creepy.
Yeah, it was so weird.
That's a horror movie.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. So I think people just need to love themselves and accept. Or if you want to change yourself, change it for good, for something good, something positive, something that it's going to be help you health wise or will help you feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you need, to go that extreme or be all depressed about what society has said that this is how you're supposed to look to be an ideal person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so going back to the question of what would you say to somebody with body images, I think you kind of answered it with the mirror challenge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you want to give a synopsis of the mirror challenge? Anyway?
Yeah, go ahead, Uncle.
Yeah.
So there's a challenge that we had, like you just we did. You stand in for the mirror in the bathroom and just look at yourself and just start saying like you're talking to a friend or talking to somebody that you really, really love and tell them how you think about them and what do you think about them. But instead, it's going to be you on that mirror and tell them, like, I think you're like this. I think this is who you are. I think this and this. And as you say that, you start imagining, you open up your soul. Actually, it just opens up your soul and start thinking of some things that you never even thought that was there. That makes you feel bad about yourself or have those image issues. But the more you start practicing that, you start to feel more confident. You start realizing that, so I thought I thought I loved myself, but I really did not love myself, So it's a really good exercise if you've never, if you wanted to try, just, you don't have to have anybody in the bathroom, just lock yourself in there and just say good things about yourself.
And it's different from affirmations.
Yes.
It's not who you want to be or who you're attaining to be. It's who you are and what you love about yourself right this minute.
Yes. Yeah. And you just say it over and over and again. It might be really, really difficult the first time, but the second time, the third time, it could even be 6 months you've never even said one thing or two things good about yourself, But the more you practice, society and all these standards that people have put on us will just disappear because you will know who you are. And you know that this is really who I am. I'm a beautiful person. I'm smart, No matter what somebody has ever said. So somebody told you before that you were this and this. That doesn't matter. But this is you speaking to yourself. And I think it's even more spiritual to me when the more we do it. Because then you even feel like God is actually speaking to you when you're saying these things. Like it's confirming this thing to you.
Yeah.
That this is actually what I've been thinking of you. This is what I think of you too. And it feels amazing. You should try it, the mirror exercise.
Definitely. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a really life-changing thing. Yeah.
And then comment. Let us know you did it.
Yeah, if you did it, you can tell us what the feelings are and what the change is and how you're doing with it, That's amazing. So what does, the big question now, what does this, body image issues and these standards do to our mental health?
A lot.
Yeah.
It increases the chances of depression and anxiety because you're always worried about how you look or, it could leave you very exhausted mentally.
Yeah.
Because you're not only spending your time and energy, you're investing a lot of money to get the high-end clothes, the products, everything that you need to keep up that image that's probably not even you. That's not you. That's exhausting.
Yeah. So definitely this affects our mental health also. Like you said, anxiety, you're scared, you're nervous. Even when you looked at your mirror and you think you look the best, but when you go out there and see other people, you start doubting yourself, right? You're like, I wish I could look at
What's
that.
that phrase?
Yeah.
Like, comparison is the thief of joy.
You know? And so you're just dealing with this every single day. Like, what a life. That's so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't live like that.
Yeah.
But the consequences of a healthy body image on your mental health are positive.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah.
So, but you know, once you understand, like once you can get off of this beauty standard train, I think even your mental health is just going to get better. You know, because then you know, like, there's nothing like ruling your life, like telling you that this is how you're supposed to. It's like you're a slave to yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and
culture,
there's a lot of people that talk about freedom, but in reality, they're not really free people. They're slaves to themselves because of all these issues that some of them they don't even recognize that they have those things. But every day they deal with anxiety. They don't know they don't know what's causing it. It could be just these things. It could be just some of these like body issues, body image issues. You're not beautiful enough. I wish I could look like so and so, this celebrity or something, and then you just dig deep into this mental health dungeon, and you can't get out.
Yeah.
You know, and we're not talking just about the women. We're talking about men too. You know, men deal with these issues. You know, they're so subconscious about themselves. I actually know somebody that when he would like go to the bathroom like every 30 minutes just to make sure that he looks good.
Oh Jesus!
Oh God, that's exhausting.
Yeah.
yeah.
And there's a guy, and so I'm like, oh man, like every time you go, he's in the bathroom, just making sure that he's perfect.
Yeah, that's not freedom.
That's not freedom. You know. So the beauty standard it's a pandemic, in my opinion. It's a pandemic that we all need to fight. You know, we put so much money into things that really are not benefiting humanity. You know, like wars and all those kind of things. But we can't put money on like invest on like things that will make our health better as human beings. You know, or as Americans. You know. Control these companies that are making food that are not good, or making products that are not really promoting, healthy habits for us. You know, and promoting good mental health for younger people and even older people.
That's true.
It's just sad that our government is not like that.
Yeah. Sadly.
How would they make the money?
Some people don't want to get old at all.
I wouldn't want our government in charge of our beauty standards
No,
either.
No, absolutely not.
At least when it's companies and it's consumers, we can change it.
No, but when I say government control, I mean at least say that if you make something that it's good for human. Like put some standards, put some restrictions and policies out there that protect people from hungry businesses that just want to make money off of people. You know. So,
sadly,
yeah. So beauty standards, I don't think they're realistic, in my opinion. They're not realistic.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
What do you guys think?
No,
That's our
definitely
conclusion.
not realistic. Yeah, that's the conclusion right there. I guess not realistic
because it changes all the time. You don't. There's not enough time to catch up for it to be realistic enough. While you're changing one part of your body, something else has changed.
Yeah.
Then you gotta go back and change that.
So maybe in a few years, like wrinkles will be the hot thing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
people will just they'll be like, "I love my gray hair is now a
Gray hair. Like,
They dyed their hair
Yeah.
gray." You know,
So maybe wrinkles will be the thing, and then people will be like doing like reverse Botox to get like wrinkles. I don't know. Like, how do you do that? I don't know.
That's
kind
okay.
of strange.
People be drawing lines on themselves.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
So guys, I hope this helped you, somebody who's dealing with this stuff and dealing with the body image issues because of the beauty standards society has created for us. I just think that you you shouldn't be concerned about that. You shouldn't let that control your life. Be free. Mm-hmm. Be a free American. Americans love to talk about freedom.
And here we are binding ourselves with
I'm free, bro. I'm free. Don't tell me to wear a mask or something. But
we're free to bind ourselves.
But we're free to bind ourselves, which is sad.
Yeah.
So thank you guys, and I hope this helps somebody out there that was concerned about, their own image and about how they look and all that kind of stuff, and it's affected them. They can't even live their own home. They can't live a normal life. There's people that try to just find jobs they can work at home so they don't go out.
Social anxiety.
Yeah, social anxiety because they don't know what people think they look like. That's so sad. It's really, really sad. Anyway, so we've concluded that the beauty standards are unrealistic, and because they're unrealistic, don't let them faze you.
Yeah.
Live your life.
Like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And thank you guys for listening. And you can get all this podcast. We have a ton of podcasts. You can get them on anywhere. Like, you can just find that podcast app that you like and just Google Watu. Can you say it in English?
Watu. That's not English. Person, people. A person is people.
Watu. It means that a person is people.
Like that was my
podcast
accent.
Yeah. Watu. And you'll find all this. And if this content is blessing you or helping you, please leave us a message or comment somewhere and let us know. We'll love that. We'll love to hear that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Or if you want to engage us in a discussion about it, we'll love that too.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. We really appreciate that. Mm-hmm. So thank you so much for listening to Watu, and we'll catch you later. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. You've been listening to Watu podcast. We hope you enjoyed listening to our show. Don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification button so you get notified when you upload a new episode. You can also listen to all our episodes at mtuniwatu.com or your favorite podcast app. Follow us also on Facebook and Instagram. And thank you very much.